He's had some good moments, especially when landing that right hand, but the body work of Vargas has just been relentless. He has been digging downstairs all throughout these first 4 rounds.
And I'll tell you what, if Emiliano Vargas wanted rounds, to evolve as a better fighter, he's getting it now.
Chris's scorecard, 3 rounds to 1 for Vargas.
Yeah, 3 rounds to 1, 39-37, mostly based on the body work of Emiliano. But I tell you, Agustin Quintana having a pretty good round, or at least starting the round right now.
And a body shot there from Quintana. Vargas says it's low. I don't think so.
No, he's already landed 2 clean shots. Well, not clean, but Quintana landed 2 good left hands downstairs. They were blocked. And you can see Vargas doesn't like those body shots.
Yeah, that one was definitely low.
Yeah, but
Evaluation. It slipped down, but it's all right. This was the movement. Take your time.
another good call by Raul Carlos Jr. here, because the third one was low, but the 2 before that,
it was the movement in you guys' position.
the 2 before that were blocked, but they were clean shots by Quintana downstairs.
Here's the replay.
I don't want you to rush back.
Yep.
I don't know about the idea of movement either. Like Vargas was camped out in that corner, took a clean low blow.
I think it was the movement of his left hand to the genitalia of Vargas. That was the movement.
Yeah, but that's what Quintana wants to do. He wants to be on the front foot against Emiliano Vargas, make him into a counterpuncher.
Yeah, I agree. And he's been having success, Quintana has, when he has Vargas on the back foot.
Yeah, Vargas is camped against the ropes. I don't know if he wants to be there, guys.
And I love the dedication to the body by Quintana. He knows that Vargas didn't like those body shots.
Counter right, then a left from Quintana. He's doing a lot better in this fight than many people thought he would.
Yes, he is. And I knew he was cagey. I didn't think he was this smart, actually. I love the punch selection.
Oh, there's a nice left there from El General. But you can see the confidence growing in Sugar Quintana.
Yeah, I'll serve Vargas right to counter the body. I know he loves headshots. He's a power puncher. But for this fight, he's going to have to check that tough guy, check that power puncher, and just keep picking and pecking, investing in the body. Every counter shot should be downstairs if you're Emiliano Vargas. Just like that. Beautiful counters downstairs.
Vargas, the 2025 Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year. Just blasted through all of his opponents. But he's not having quite the same success so far here in this fight.
And that speaks volume on Agustin Quintana. You got to give this man credit. Check came to fight.
Well, he said he accepted the Vargas fight without hesitation. In fact, we wanted him. And he's got him tonight in another solid round. Earlier we saw Navarrete in the back, and there is Sugar Nunez. And Sergio, this guy is built like a tank. He was knocking out people left and right, but his last 2 fights have gone the distance. Does that say anything to you?
It says that power is questionable. You know, even though he looks like Mexican Hercules right there, I mean, he's very muscular. I'm not accustomed to seeing a muscular frame like that from a lot of these Mexican champions. But that man has strength, he has power, but he's going to have to prove that he has IQ against a fighter like Navarrete, who's going to match him toughness for toughness and power for power.
Yeah, I think Nunez is going to have to survive an early storm for Navarrete, but he is a very disciplined boxer. If he finds a way to punch between the punches of Navarrete, who is a wild puncher, I think some of that power could pay off.
Let's go.
That's our main event coming up next, live here from Arizona. Still plenty of miles to go in this track between Emiliano Vargas and Sugar Quintana. Round 6 scheduled for 10. You can make a case Quintana's won a couple rounds.
If he hasn't won rounds, he's won respect from Vargas, I could say that. Vargas turning southpaw now, trying to get a different angle. I don't know if that's frustration from him or just him being comfortable and confident knowing that he can land something from that left-handed stance.
Did you do a lot of switch hitting when you were training, Sergio?
All the time, and I did it in my fights as well, but I wasn't offensive with that. I just wanted to give my fighters a different look with my posture, but I never really reacted off that southpaw stance.
Good left there from Quintana. Round 5, total punches landed. Quintana 19, Sergio 11 for Vargas.
Now, Quintana's in this fight, and he got the respect of Vargas, and he needs to work off that confidence and that momentum shifting in his favor. And it starts with body shots like that. Quintana is a really good puncher downstairs.
So Vargas being tested like he's never been tested before in this, his 17th professional fight.
And a clever fighter is Quintana. From the southpaw stance, he threw an overhand left that caught the attention of Vargas.
Chris, how would you rate what you're seeing so far from Emiliano?
It's a very tough fight. And look, and this is what I think Top Rank was looking for when they matched Emiliano with Quintana. They were looking for someone to press him a little bit, not just someone that could be durable, but someone that could throw back. And that's what we're getting from Quintana right now.
Stiff right hand to the body, falls over the left to the body. If he's going to give it to you, Emiliano's going to take it.
And that's what I've been saying that Emiliano needs. You know, just forget about the head right now and just start digging away downstairs.
Big power shot from Quintana.
Another left hand landed by Quintana.
Emiliano's never been down, never even come close to going down. But man, if Quintana keeps landing more of those, as blood trickles out of one of his 2 cuts around his right eye. Well, Sergio, you said earlier, when you've got a right prospect like Vargas, you want to see how he handles adversity, see what happens when he's eating a couple power punches. We're about to learn.
Now, we're going to find out because, look, whenever you're knocking everyone out like Vargas was, and you get a cagey, tricky, smart fighter like Quintana, you're gonna discover yourself. You're gonna find out what you're made of, and if you have, you know, plan B and C, you know, because plan A has been good to you.
This is the first time Quintana has ever fought in the United States. Left hand lands.
The first time he's fought here, but it's not the last. I like what I see from Agustin Quintana.
Heavyweights collide. Fabio Wardley, Daniel Dubois. What a matchup this is going to be. An extremely intense face-off this past week at their official launch press conference. 2 British heavyweights collide for the WBO World Heavyweight title on May the 9th in Manchester.
Quintana swinging away. If that punch, Todd, would have landed half an inch better, it would have done damage, and we probably would have seen Vargas hurt. You don't want to get hit in the tip of the chin like that. And Quintana catching him behind the guard. I've been saying it this entire fight. He may be behind, in my opinion, but Quintana is in this fight.
Mouthpiece in! Mouthpiece! Take a step backward, please. Un segundito. Here we go.
Well, Sergio, we are in round number 7, and you can make an argument. I think a real argument that Quintana has won half of the rounds so far. Maybe I'm crazy.
You're not.
But let's look at Chris Mannix's scorecard, and he's got it even. 3 rounds for Quintana.
You're not crazy, and obviously now we're seeing that Chris Mannix is not crazy because Quintana, he's been countering beautifully, and he's confident, and he's punch for punch for Vargas.
Let's check in with Chris Mannix, who's in the corner of Vargas.
Fernando, what are you seeing out there?
It's a little tight, but he's doing the work that I need him to do. Good, like that. Así, mijo. Síguele. No le gustó.
How does he stay away from those right hands?
Because I told him against the watch his counter. As soon as his answers, he goes to the body, he answers back up. Hands up.
Thank you.
Hands up.
Boy, these guys are going back and forth. This is not the kind of fight that we expected Vargas would have to be in.
No, but look, this is the type of fight he needed to be in because now he's going to become a better fighter. He's going to have to find a way to win, man. He's facing adversity here in a tight fight against a man that came to win in Quintana.
And keep in mind, Vargas, according to the Vegas odds, Sergio, an 18-1 favorite here in this fight.
Wow. Quintana, you know, I didn't expect him to be this clever in the counter-punching department. And Vargas got the respect. So Vargas is going to win this fight. It's going to be downstairs. It's not going to be headshots. He is not going to land nothing clean upstairs against Agustin Quintana, who's a very clever, slick fighter with his upper body movement.
Well, Quintana is the first opponent Vargas has faced with over 20 wins as a pro, and that experience is shining through right now. Chris, we showed your card while you were gone. Sorry. But took a look. You got it even.
No, I don't. I have 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Emiliano. The last round that was inaccurate on the screen there. 4 rounds to 2, but it is a competitive fight. I think Emiliano is up in this fight, but Quintana keeps coming forward and he keeps landing that right hand. Emiliano can't get out of the way of that right hand, but I've got through 6, 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Emiliano Vargas.
Are you suggesting our producer Bob Torrens sabotaged your scorecard on purpose?
I think he's trying to mess with me. You know, the scorecard is sacred territory for me, Todd.
All right.
I disagree.
Suéltalo, Agustín.
Well, that 6th round was certainly competitive, but Mannix gave it to Vargas.
And you can see Vargas, he wants to use his head to keep separation and land body shots. And an old school Mexican tactic there, Emiliano Vargas is trying to do. And credit to Raul Caiz Jr. for letting him do that because, you know, in order to get separation, there's many ways to do that. And that's one of them.
¿Cómo estamos, campeón?
Hey, keep on boxing. You're putting the motherfucker, keep taking them back the way you're doing it. All right? The way you're doing good. Keep on touching and go to the body like that. Just watch his overhand. Tienes que tener cuidado de pinche volado, mijo. Es lo único que te está pegando.
The only thing he has is that overhand right. Be careful, that's it. Touch, and go downstairs. Go to the body. Look, you're messing him up when we start going downstairs.
8, 9, 10. You go. You win the fight. Go. Touch it. Like I said, ponte de zurdo.
When you go southpaw, you're having success when you go southpaw.
Go, seconds out, mouthpiece in, seconds out. Go back to your corner with your mouthpiece.
Emiliano Vargas made headlines during the Super Bowl as he joined Xander Zayas and was featured during Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. He said, yeah, guys, it was great for me, good exposure, but trust me, the entire time, Sugar Quintana was in the back of my mind.
You know, he's certainly getting a test right now from a guy that's not only durable, but has a lot of firepower coming back. And he's got to be careful in these exchanges.
And Sergio, with his famous father in the corner, I just keep wondering if he's going to slip into that mentality where he bites down on his mouthpiece and goes punch for punch with this guy.
I don't think that's in his temperament. I think that's what separates this kid. He's very smart. He has a high fight IQ, and he has really good upper body defense, so he doesn't get hit with clean shots.
A headbutt has caused another cut on Quintana. I believe that's his 3rd. Both eyes are bloody.
Yeah, those are my punches, I think, because now Vargas is landing some clean, short punches. He's not loading up on these shots, and now he's breaking down, I think, Quintana.
The body shot advantage is just huge in favor of Vargas. 82-26 through 7 rounds.
Well, you've talked about Vargas just needing to go back downstairs to the body relentlessly, Sergio. What does Quintana have to do to pull off the upset here?
Continue catching and countering. Right here, he's letting Vargas be too offensive. He was doing really good work catching and countering, rolling with shots, coming with that right hand.
He's talking trash to Vargas, who walks right into the line of fire. I don't know, Sergio. He's got that mean streak right now, it looks like.
Both these fighters have a mean streak.
Vargas stalking Quintana around the ring. Throws an uppercut on the inside as Quintana continues to blow blood out of his nose.
Yeah, he's been doing that since the 2nd round.
And this is another gear that I want to see from Emiliano Vargas. He's not loading up, he's shortening the shot, he's keeping the pressure on him, not letting Quintana breathe. And that body pressure, that physical pressure is starting to turn on Agustin Quintana.
Oh, big left in the corner. Vargas let his hands fly. Quintana getting the worst of it, but he lands the right. The Argentinian bull waving Vargas back in.
And Vargas ear to ear smile, loving the offense. He says, bring it on.
Nice lefts from Vargas.
Look, see how he's using that head? Vargas, that's a legal move as long as you're not trying to headbutt. You're just trying to create space by doing that.
And now a big mouse underneath the right eye of Quintana, whose face is becoming a bloody mess.
Just an overall smart fighter on the outside and on the inside is Emiliano Vargas. The tide has changed in this fight.
Yeah, big round here for El General.
You're good. Obviously, you're good, right? Calm down, calm down. I need you to be careful. I need everything from you in this round. I need you to counter punch. You can't take your counter punches anymore. Come on, son, let's go.
And a big round for Vargas, Sergio, who is really landing more headshots this round and busting open those cuts.
There you go with another 2-1 shot. But look, the fact that he's not pulling back his punches, he is shortening up his offense, and that's what's actually tricking Quintana and getting hit with those shots.
We're going to take a look at the cuts. Got Vaseline all over him.
No, he's just fine. Let this man go.
And you can hear this crowd reacting to the doctor hitting the apron. They do not want to see this fight stop. Emiliano Vargas may be up on the scorecards, but Agustin Quintana is very much in this fight.
Okay. Si sigues recibiendo, no voy a parar. Si tienes que defenderte, okay?
If you continue getting hurt, is what Raul Cadiz Jr. said, I'm going to stop this fight.
And Quintana more than eager to get back in the fray here with Vargas. He still likes his chances.
And I don't think Quintana is hurt at this point. I think he's busted up. I don't think he's hurt.
I agree with you, Chris. I think he deserves this chance because he's in this fight. Okay, now Vargas is using his head. So using your head on the chest of a fighter is different than actually doing it upstairs and clashing heads.
Ooh, just missing with the right was Quintana, who's throwing punches with a lot of menace behind him.
Yeah, there are a lot of menace, and there's no way this fight should be stopped. I mean, Quintana's face is telling a different story because he's in this fight offensively. Well, he's throwing the right shots as well.
Well, the judges look at that face and you wonder if some of the closer rounds they might edge out to Vargas just because of the damage.
Yeah, maybe that's a face only a judges could love.
Vargas, meanwhile, looks like he just got out of the shower. Not a scratch on it. Look at Chris Mannix's scorecard through 8.
Yeah, I've got it 78-74 in favor of Emiliano Vargas. Some very competitive rounds in the middle part of this fight, but I thought the last two were controlled by Emiliano. I think this round is being controlled by Emiliano. He is stepping on the gas and pressing Quintana, and it's working for him.
What a great learning experience fight for Emiliano Vargas.
Absolutely, and he needed it. He needed it. This is gonna leap him into the championship level. This fight right here, whether there was no title on the line, this is what he needed in order to become champion.
I think this probably shows, and look, there's still a round and a half left of this fight, it probably shows he's a ways away from that championship level. I know he's ranked in the top 10 by a couple of the sanctioned bodies, but I don't see Top Rank rushing him into any kind of world title shot in the next year or so.
Mannix, I'm gonna have to disagree with you here. I think he's not too far from a championship. I just think Quintana is one of these cagey, unknown, unheralded fighters that knows how to fight and knows how to make these fights close.
I'm just putting my reporter cap on here, saying the Top Rank is not going to put him to title fight the next year.
Well, listen, they got some of the best matchmakers in the world, so I'll have to agree with you on that level.
Right now, Quintana trying to get out of that corner. Vargas all over him.
And this he can actually get the stoppage, Vargas. You know, there's a little give finally in Quintana, and I don't know if it's fatigue or finally Vargas breaking down the tough Argentinian.
Yeah, I mean, look at the eyes are swelling shut, blood pouring down into his eyes. It's not an easy trip home right now for Quintana.
This is the first round that I've seen give, and I've seen Quintana.
Look at that face.
Look, I'm gonna stop this fight. No, don't stop it.
Sí, la cabeza también y vos no dijiste nada. La cabeza también y no dijiste nada.
Look, you gotta watch out with the head. Watch out with those headbutts. Watch out with his head. Look, I wanna go to the last round.
And they stopped it. Raul Calles Jr., despite Quintana's very animated protest, has waved it off, and Emiliano Vargas gets the knockout win.
I gotta say, I disagree with that stoppage. The face, as Sergio said, of Quintana tells one story, but this fight was playing out a different way. No, Quintana was not winning these last few rounds, but he was very much in the fight, and he's got that power. That right hand has shown he can connect on Emiliano Vargas. And look, Sergio, you know this better than I do for sure. You don't want a knockout loss on your resume. Going the distance, even in defeat, means more than getting stopped at a moment like this.
I'm a big fan of Raul Calles Jr., but that was not a good stoppage. Give that man the courtesy of going the distance. He had 3 minutes left. He went through the worst of it already. He deserved to go out in the shield, and that's the way he wanted to go out.
Well, let's focus back on the positive for Emiliano Vargas, who gets the win here. Sergio, it certainly wasn't his most dominating victory, but all things considered, this might be his best victory.
It wasn't the most dominating time, but it was an education that he needed. He needed those rounds, and he got those rounds. I think this put him in a position to become a top prospect, and now we know what he has against a cagey fighter, what he can do, and if he has a bag of tricks, and we just found that out.
This has only been the second time Vargas has gone past round number 6, and he closed strong, didn't he, Sergio?
Well, he finally found a way in. He was shorting up those shots, and he was breaking down. It took him a while, but he finally was able to break down Quintana. But Quintana, you've seen how mad he was. You've seen how frustrated he was in that corner. He said it out loud when they asked him, do you want to stop this fight? He clearly said no, do not stop this fight. And you see how angry he was. The body language pushing his own coach away in disgust. And I have to agree with him. I mean, let that man fight to the end.
Well, brave performance either way from Sugar Quintana, who did better than I think just about anybody outside of his circle thought he would do. So Emiliano Vargas now 17-0 with 14 knockouts. And I say it again, Sergio, he's only 21 years old. You think he's close to a world title shot, but should he even get one this early in his career right now?
Look, stylistically, what I'm seeing, he's close to a world title shot. But like I just told Mannix, the matchmakers and the people that are in charge with his career, including his father, who openly has said that Fernando Vargas Sr. was pushed too fast. He doesn't want the same thing happening to his son. So I think that's the best way to go, is take your time, continue stringing up these knockouts, keep filling out crowds, keep getting these knockouts, and build that Vargas last name and turn yourself into a star.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on DAZN after the Ring 6 postponement, Carlos Adames finally defends his WBC middleweight title against Ammo Williams March 21st in Orlando, Florida. The rescheduled showdown promises fireworks as both men look to finish what they started. You can see it live right here on DAZN. David Diamante makes it official.